let's talk Undaunted. It's a wonderful game series, love it to death. We have the OP here in North Africa, and we have an expansion that has components that go into both boxes. In our first video, which I'll link, we went over how to take the components from Normandy and put it in here. In today's video, we're going to take about the components from reinforcements that go to North Africa and put them in the North Africa box. Off we go, out of the way for now. Undaunted North Africa changes the game. It's no longer about squads, and it's more about individual people. And you can even just tell by the box art. So let's scoot this over here. We have Undaunted North Africa. We have all of our manuals for North Africa. We have the 2 books there. And we also have the Undaunted reinforcement book. So we have the solo book, the rule book, and the scenario book. All fit in this box with no lid lift. The trays are designed to show off the board game art, because that's what I'm here for. I'm not here to look at the sides of cards. I'm here to look at the tops of cards. Let's work our way through this box real quick and take a look at the features of this insert, understand how the game fits in the box, and how to get the reinforcement components in with this box without having it be, and actually make it easier to get on the table and make it easier to play. So let's kind of start with the smaller stuff first. We're going to scoot the dice. We'll leave that up there. And so we're going to start with the dice. Pretty basic. Woo, dice tray. Dump the dice out. But now we start to get into trays which are thematic to the period. So we have the tank tray. We have 1 for each side. Let's look at the Italians. The Italians have their tokens underneath. So we have our 3 tank tray cards, and we have tokens. These tokens are easy to get at because they have large holes on the other side to make it easy to push them out. They store flat in the box in a nice stackable way. So if you don't happen to be playing a scenario that uses tanks, then you can just leave them in the box off to the side. We have our terrain tiles. Here they all are. We have our objective marker. Our initiative marker, Italian and Brits. We have our escape markers. And then we have these guys. These guys are for the 4-player game. They're not used in the 2-player or solo. You pass them back and forth between your teammate, and they fit right there nicely. So when you're setting up the game, this is all sort of the get the game set up stuff. We have smaller map tiles. All of the trays are labeled by what goes in them. So if you ever get confused, you can just flip them over and take a look. We have mines and objective markers. I'm not going to flip that tray over, even though I'm sure somebody wants me to. We have some damage tokens down there, but we'll get them out in a second. We have control markers. So these are nice and thematic. And it's very easy to sort of reach in, grab a control marker, and claim it or scout it. Again, labeled for each side. I'm going to move some stuff out of the way. Up out of the way. You can come over here, and we're going to start getting out some of the larger things. So we have the Italians. Let's go through the Italians first, because the British are a little different. We have the Fog of War cards, and I store some other cards in there that are common across multiple games. So you use the Fog of War cards in every game, obviously. The Platoon Sergeant, the Recon Aircraft, the Assault Aircraft, the Squad Leader should be in that box. And so these guys all are common across different games. And so they go in the Fog and Leaders box. As you can tell, everything sort of fits together any old which way. So the goal is for us to be as flexible, so you don't have to be super precise about putting stuff together. I hate the fiddliness of that, but we can be if we want to arrange them just for pretty little video. We have the A squad stuff, and you can tell by the A goes to the A, all of the A stuff goes together. So we have the A squad leader, we have the A scouts, A rifleman, A machine gunner, A anti-tank. This is very similar to how the Undaunted Normandy insert was arranged, and this is how all of our inserts are arranged. The idea about Undaunted is it's a unified system that changes the rules. I mean, this is North Africa is very much so about individual people rather than groups of people. And the idea, though, is in the same ways that Undaunted is common across different games, because you can fly airplanes in this game system, the insert should feel and look the same. It shouldn't change unless it needs to. We have a tank system instead of tank tokens like you had in Normandy from the reinforcements pack. You've got individual people that sit in very, very hot places. Again, the T squad. And now we have the S squad. And shockingly, it has people that are in the S squad, and all of the S cards are all in that squad. You can see the Undaunted reinforcement cards, which have these special little abilities. They're all snuck in there too. Just like the Undaunted reinforcement cards for Normandy are snuck into their squads. Do that one later. Let's go back to the Brits. The Brits are a little different because, shockingly, they were less squad-centric. I guess a little bit more James Bond. They have their Fog of War cards too. And their Sergeant Major, a Lieutenant, and a Warrant Officer. Again, Fog of War and leaders. So what I did with them is I basically said you can put them however you want. I gave you 4 different slots, 4 different trays, for two of the trays and 3 for 1, because that's how many you need. And so this has got scouts in here, engineers, sergeant, and machine gunner. And you can organize this however you want. The other 4 trays here. Oops, sorry, this is the 3 tray. And this is the 4 tray. And so you can see here, again, these are from reinforcements. So they have special abilities. They change their behaviors. Anti-tank riflemen, grenadier. And you just organize it however you want. This one's a little bit looser. So shockingly, the Brits were a little less organized than the Italians were. Who knew that was possible? And off we go. Back into the, actually, we'll do a unified reboxing all at once in a second. So let's get everything out of the box, just to show you how fast it all is. We have the solo cards for the British side, which there's no room to sleeve those. And we have the solo cards for the Italian side. Again, all labeled appropriately. This is a little spacer to hold things together. And then these are the damage tokens for the Boer tank drivers. So off we go. So we're going to put that there. So now everybody's out of the box. Everybody's out of the pool. Let's put everything back in the pool. So I'm going to put my solo cards in first in the upper left. We're going to put the Brits in the upper right. They can go either corner. Doesn't really matter because these things are all interchangeable. Within reason, this guy can go on this corner. So these guys fit in between the two. That's my spacer, which I'm going to sneak in right here. Just going to scoot that out of the way. And then we're going to put these things in here. Actually, we'll put the base in. It's all nice and flat. And then we have our tanks. How's that for speedy reboxing? And you know what? Everything is sorted for you the next time you come to play the game. You don't have to resort out where are the grenadiers. I got to go find the grenadiers. Well, they're in that tray over there. The S squad is right there. So manuals fit on top. And so just to recap, because I mentioned it at the top, for reinforcements in particular, there are. You saw the individual cards that are upgraded units from reinforcements. They go in with their respective squads or in their own trays, and the command tokens go here. And there's also some no vehicle tokens. The no vehicle tokens are interesting because North Africa tiles have the no vehicle marker on them directly. So the no vehicle tokens are stored in the Normandy box, because as far as I can tell, they're only for the Normandy tiles. So there we go. Our goal is to have one unified design system in language for how to get the game in and out of the box. For every front that they're going to make an Undaunted game. We have Normandy done, we have North Africa done, reinforcements combines into the two. We have Battle of Britain done, Line of Fire for the little two-player game, and we have Callisto, Undaunted Callisto done, if you want a giant stompy robots in space. Very, very close on Stalingrad. Test print is running now. Very excited to have that whole system done. Please, like and follow if you're interested in seeing the other solutions. Feedback is amazingly helpful. Thank you very much, and look forward to hearing what you think. Thank you. This insert is available for sale on Etsy and on Cults 3D as a digital file that you can download for our European friends. Like and subscribe to see the upcoming Undaunted inserts, and feedback is always welcomed. Thank you.